Have you ever caught yourself wondering, is it impossible to look stylish without a defined waist after 60? It's a quiet frustration many women face as their bodies change. Waists soften, shapes shift, and those favorite outfits just don't feel quite right anymore. I've been there too, feeling that bittersweet tug of nostalgia for the days when dressing up meant slipping into something that hugged every curve just so. But here's the truth we often overlook. Looking elegant and feeling confident doesn't require squeezing into yesterday's rules or hiding behind shapeless clothes. Imagine a wardrobe that embraces your natural form, celebrating the beautiful woman you are today, without the stress or discomfort. It's not a dream. There are simple, gentle style secrets that can transform how you see yourself and how the world sees you. These aren't about disguising your body, but about dressing with kindness, grace, and ease. And once you know them, you'll discover that dressing well after 60 can feel effortless and empowering. So, what if you could wake up every morning excited to open your closet, knowing your clothes will make you feel radiant, comfortable, and true to yourself? I invite you to join me as we explore 6 easy style tips designed just for you. Because you deserve to live beautifully and confidently at every age. What's one style challenge you've faced as your body has changed? I'd love to hear your story. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. Now, let's begin. 1. The power of the A-line silhouette. For years, I believed that my days of wearing dresses were quietly slipping behind me. I would look at my closet, sigh at the lovely fabrics and cheerful colors, and think, maybe these aren't for me anymore. The culprit? My waist. Or, more honestly, my feelings about my waist. As time passed and my shape shifted, I found myself gravitating toward loose, baggy clothing. Pieces that promised to hide everything but never really made me feel beautiful. I know I'm not alone in this. So many women I've met have confessed the same thing. We're told, subtly or directly, that after a certain age, we should just cover up, fade into the background, and stop worrying about looking lovely. But I'm here to tell you that's just not true. And if there's one wardrobe secret I wish every woman could rediscover after 60, it's the gentle, forgiving magic of the A-line silhouette. The A-line is more than a shape. It's a kind of liberation. Think back to your earliest memories of playing dress-up or shopping for a new outfit. Do you remember how excited you felt? There was a time when clothes weren't about hiding or apologizing. They were about expressing joy. The A-line brings that feeling back. This classic cut, fitted gently at the shoulders and bust, and then flowing outward like a capital A, is a gift to bodies in every season of life, but especially now. It's as if the A-line was designed to honor every curve, even the ones we didn't have 30 years ago. There's no tugging, no squeezing, no pinching or pushing. Just softness, movement, and a lovely sense of freedom. I remember the first time I tried on an A-line dress after turning 65. I was skeptical, of course. Old habits die hard. But I slipped into a simple navy cotton dress with just enough weight to drape elegantly over my middle. As I looked in the mirror, something shifted. I didn't see a body that needed to be hidden or fixed. I saw a woman, still vibrant, still full of life, and yes, still capable of turning heads. The fabric skimmed over my midsection without clinging, skirting around the parts one felt less sure about, and instead drawing attention to my smile, my posture, and my energy. It was a revelation. That's the real power of the A-line silhouette. It doesn't demand that you squeeze into an unrealistic standard. It doesn't ask you to hide in shapeless tents, either. Instead, it celebrates the art of gentle camouflage, floating over the waist and hips while giving you just enough structure at the top to create an elegant line. When you move, the skirt moves with you, not against you. Walking to meet friends for lunch, strolling through the farmer's market, or even just sitting on the porch with a cup of tea, the A-line dress makes every moment feel a little lighter, a little more graceful. But here's where the magic happens. The A-line works for nearly every occasion and every mood. Imagine a deep burgundy dress for a holiday gathering, paired with a delicate scarf and a favorite pair of earrings. Or a crisp linen A-line skirt on a hot summer day, cool against your skin and paired with a soft cotton blouse. Even a simple knit A-line, layered under a cardigan on a chilly morning, can become your go-to uniform for feeling put together without a second thought. If you've ever found yourself hesitating to try on a dress because you feared it would reveal too much or make you feel exposed, I encourage you to give the A-line a chance. Unlike body-hugging cuts or stiff, boxy garments, the A-line honors your form as it is, not as it used to be. For many of us, the waist becomes softer with age, sometimes due to hormonal changes, shifts in muscle tone, or just the natural flow of life. There's no shame in it, and certainly nothing to hide. That gentle rounding is a testament to a life well lived, a sign of all the meals shared, the laughter, the hugs, and the years of being there for the people we love. Choosing the right A-line is all about the details. Look for dresses or skirts with a fitted shoulder and bust, because this is what creates the illusion of a silhouette without a tightly cinched waist. Fabrics are just as important. You want something with enough weight to hang smoothly, a ponte knit, a blend of cotton and linen, or even a soft wool for cooler months. Avoid anything that clings too tightly or stands away from your body in stiff lines. When you try on an A-line, stand in front of the mirror and notice how it glides over your curves, gently hinting at shape rather than shouting about it. Color plays its part, too. A rich navy, a soft forest green, or even a cheerful floral can bring out your eyes, warm your complexion, and add a touch of joy to your day. Don't be afraid of patterns, either. Just choose ones that flow with the lines of the dress rather than cutting you off in the middle. A well-placed print can be playful and elegant at once, drawing the eye along the length of your body and away from any one area. Accessories become your new best friend when you wear an A-line. A long pendant necklace can elongate your torso and add a bit of sparkle. A light cardigan or scarf draped over your shoulders adds warmth and style and lets you adapt your outfit to any setting. The beauty of the A-line is its versatility. Dress it up for Sunday brunch, dress it down for a stroll around the neighborhood, or layer it for a cozy afternoon at home. Each time, you'll find yourself standing a little taller, feeling a little more at ease in your skin. For many women, rediscovering the A-line silhouette is a return to confidence, a quiet celebration of self that has nothing to do with fitting in or standing out, and everything to do with feeling good in your own body. It's a reminder that style doesn't end with a certain birthday or body shape. It evolves, just as we do. The world tells us that beauty is about youth, but those of us who have lived long enough know that beauty is about comfort, joy, and the wisdom to dress for ourselves. The A-line permits you to let go of old rules, to enjoy your reflection again, and to show up in the world with a sense of pride and possibility. So the next time you open your closet and wonder what to wear, reach for that A-line dress or skirt. Give yourself the gift of ease, elegance, and the kind of confidence that comes from knowing you're dressing not to hide, but to honor the life you've lived and the woman you are today. Because you deserve to feel lovely. At any age, in any size, with any shape. The A-line is not just a style. It's a gentle embrace for every woman who's ready to enjoy fashion again, one twirl at a time. 2. Flattering peplum tops for waist definition. Not so long ago, the word peplum might have conjured up memories of frilly blouses from the 80s or overly formal jackets that seemed more suited to cocktail parties than the rhythms of daily life. If you're anything like me, you might have quietly dismissed peplum tops as fussy or outdated, something you'd never choose to wear to lunch with friends or a family picnic in the park. But life and style have a funny way of surprising us. If there's one discovery I wish every woman over 60 could make about fashion, it's how truly magical a well-chosen peplum top can be for defining the waist, gently, subtly, and beautifully. Let's be honest. As we age, our relationship with our waistlines evolves. Maybe you've noticed a softening in the middle that wasn't there before, or perhaps you catch yourself avoiding clothes that draw attention to your tummy. There's a quiet frustration that comes from missing the sense of shape you once had, from looking in the mirror and feeling invisible or undefined. I know that feeling well. For years, I told myself that fitted clothing was simply off limits now, and that feeling put together would always come at the cost of comfort. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Then, quite by accident, I tried on a peplum top. It was a simple cotton blend, soft rose in color, with just a gentle flare at the waist. I'd been invited to a garden tea, and a friend encouraged me to borrow something new and a little out of your comfort zone. At first glance, it looked so different from the boxy tops I'd grown used to. There was a certain feminine charm, a playful detail I hadn't expected to enjoy. But as I slipped it over my head and glanced in the mirror, I paused. There was something quietly transformative in the reflection looking back at me. The fabric skimmed my body, the little flare of the peplum danced softly around my hips, and, almost like magic, I could see a hint of that hourglass silhouette I thought I'd lost years ago. That's the beauty of a peplum top. Instead of demanding a tiny waist, it creates the suggestion of one. The short, flared fabric at the waist acts like a gentle frame, adding just enough structure to bring out your shape without pinching or squeezing. It doesn't cling, and it certainly doesn't shame. It flatters, supports, and celebrates. There's a lovely optical illusion at play. The eye is drawn outward at just the right spot, creating curves where you want them and softly skimming past those places you'd rather not highlight. For a woman who's grown tired of hiding behind loose, shapeless clothes, that can feel like a revelation. What I quickly learned is that the peplum isn't just for dressy occasions or trendy younger women. It's a style secret for any woman who wants to feel confident and feminine without sacrificing comfort. The trick is in choosing peplum tops made from soft, draping fabrics with just a bit of structure. Ponte knit, stretch cotton, or crepe are ideal. They hold the shape of the peplum flare, but they're gentle on the skin and move with you. Avoid anything too stiff, too ruffled, or too dramatic. The goal is effortless elegance, not a costume. When you slip on a peplum top, take a moment to notice how it feels. You shouldn't have to tug or adjust, and you certainly shouldn't feel constricted. The top should fit well at the bust and shoulders, gently shaping your upper body before flaring out at the waist. This is what gives the impression of a waistline, even if yours isn't as defined as it once was. I especially love peplum tops with a soft V-neck or bateau neckline, which naturally draw attention upward to your face and collarbones. Add a delicate necklace or a pair of pretty earrings, and you'll feel the glow of confidence that comes from being noticed, for all the right reasons. Peplum tops are remarkably versatile, too. Pair one with slim-cut trousers or a simple pencil skirt for a classic, feminine look that works for church, brunch, or an afternoon at the theater. Or, for everyday wear, try a peplum top with dark jeans and flats. The result is always the same, a gentle, flattering outline that feels intentional, graceful, and easy. On cooler days, layer a soft cardigan or a tailored jacket with a subtle peplum hem for that same effect. Each outfit feels like a quiet celebration of the woman you are now, not the girl you used to be. Sometimes, we underestimate the emotional power of clothes. It's easy to dismiss fashion as frivolous, but the truth is that the right top or dress can shift your mood and your mindset in an instant. Wearing a peplum top for the first time after years of hiding behind oversized sweaters, I felt a spark I hadn't felt in ages, a little lift in my step, a new sense of poise. I remembered that style can still be fun, that it's not too late to try something new, and that femininity is never outgrown. If you're hesitant, start with a neutral color, navy, ivory, or blush, and keep the lines clean and simple. Try it on with a pair of tailored pants you already own, or layer it under a favorite jacket. Let yourself see what happens when you stop hiding and start framing your figure in a way that feels gentle and authentic. You may find, as I did, that the peplum top is a quiet ally, a reminder that softness and structure can exist together beautifully. In the end, wearing a peplum isn't about changing who you are, it's about celebrating yourself, exactly as you are now. Our bodies tell a story of love, loss, laughter, and living. There's no shame in softness, no failure in having a rounder belly or a wider waist. The peplum top is a way to reclaim that sense of definition and dignity, to draw the eye not just to what's changed, but to all the beauty that remains. It's proof that style has no expiration date and that confidence, once rediscovered, can light up a room at any age. So if you find yourself longing for a little more shape or simply a touch of whimsy in your wardrobe, reach for a peplum top. Wear it with a smile and remember, fashion isn't about who you used to be, but about honoring who you've become. Permit yourself to stand tall, to enjoy being seen, and to let your clothes remind you of the vibrant, remarkable woman you are, today and every day. 3. Mastering the art of layering. Layering. It's one of those fashion words that's often tossed around in glossy magazines or style blogs, usually with images of impossibly chic women wrapped in shawls and jackets, looking perfectly put together on city sidewalks. For a long time, I thought mastering the art of layering was reserved for the very young, the very thin, or the impossibly stylish. But as I settled into my 60s and then my 70s, I realized that layering isn't just a trend, it's a gift. For women like us, it's one of the most forgiving, flattering, and surprisingly creative ways to dress with both comfort and confidence. My journey with layering began on a blustery October morning. I'd been invited to a friend's birthday brunch, and the weather had turned unexpectedly chilly. Standing in front of my closet, I felt the usual tug of war, wanting to feel warm and secure, but not bulky or hidden. I remembered the advice of my grandmother, who used to say, "Dress in layers, dear, then you're ready for whatever the day brings." She was right, as grandmothers so often are. So, with a little hesitation and a lot of curiosity, I began experimenting. A soft tank top, a lightweight blouse, a longer cardigan, and a scarf for good measure. To my surprise, I didn't feel lost under all that fabric. Quite the opposite. The layers skimmed gently over my body, gliding past the places I was most self-conscious about. My softer waist, my hips, and giving me just enough shape at the shoulders and neck to feel elegant. Best of all, I felt like myself. As I left the house that day, wrapped in warmth but moving with ease, I realized I'd stumbled upon a small miracle of style. That's the true beauty of layering. It allows you to dress in a way that's practical, comfortable, and uniquely your own, all while creating the illusion of a more elongated, balanced silhouette. You don't have to be a fashionista to master it. You just have to know a few simple tricks and trust your instincts. The first secret is choosing the right base layer. Think of it as the foundation of your outfit, the piece that sits closest to your skin. For me, that's usually a light, fitted tank or a soft, long-sleeved tee. The key here is fitted, not tight. You want something that hugs your body just enough to keep bulk to a minimum but feels soft and breathable. Modal, bamboo, or cotton blends are wonderful, especially for sensitive skin. Next comes the middle layer, which is where the real magic happens. A blouse with a gentle drape, a flowy tunic, or even a button-down shirt in a soft fabric can add depth and dimension without adding weight. Look for pieces that are just a touch looser than your base, so they create movement as you walk. Patterns, prints, or subtle textures here can add visual interest and draw the eye up and down, not side to side. The outer layer is where you can express your personality. Cardigans that fall just below the hip are universally flattering, especially those with an open front and a gentle line. Structured vests, lightweight duster jackets, or breezy kimonos with elegant patterns are also beautiful options. The secret: choose pieces that drape, not cling, and fall vertically to create a long, flowing line from shoulder to hem. This vertical movement helps elongate your figure and minimize attention on the waist, which is often our tender spot as we age. Don't be afraid to play with lengths. Sometimes a longer cardigan paired with slim pants can do wonders for your confidence, creating that column of color effect that stylists love to talk about. Try a monochromatic look, wearing different shades of the same color from top to bottom. For example, a cream tank, a beige blouse, and a sand-colored cardigan will create harmony, making you appear taller and sleeker. Accessories become your secret weapon in layering. A long pendant necklace can elongate the torso and subtly pull attention away from the midsection. Scarves, especially those in lighter fabrics like silk or chiffon, add a splash of color and can be draped in countless ways to flatter your neckline or shoulders. Even a simple brooch or a pair of earrings can bring the eye upward, highlighting your face and your smile. On days when you're feeling a bit more adventurous, layer textures as well as fabrics. A ribbed knit over a smooth tank, or a soft flannel under a gauzy cardigan, brings both warmth and visual depth. The key is to avoid anything too bulky or stiff. Heavy, rigid fabrics can add unwanted volume, while softer, lighter layers move with you, adapting gracefully to your shape. Layering also gives you flexibility. As we all know, the weather, especially here in much of the US, can change from hour to hour. With layers, you can add or subtract as needed, staying comfortable no matter where the day takes you. If you start to feel too warm at a crowded lunch, simply slip off your outer cardigan. Headed out for a brisk walk in the park? Wrap that scarf a little tighter and pull on a vest. You're always prepared, and you never feel restricted. But perhaps the most powerful thing about layering is how it makes you feel on the inside. There's a comfort, almost a sense of protection, in wrapping yourself in soft, beautiful fabrics. It's a bit like a gentle embrace you give yourself before facing the world. And unlike the old rules that told us to hide our bodies as we age, layering lets you reveal and conceal exactly as much as you want, on your terms. Sometimes I look back at photos from my younger years, when I felt pressured to bare my arms or tuck in my shirt just so, no matter how uncomfortable it felt. Now, I find freedom in the art of layering. There's no pressure to squeeze into anything tight or to hide behind anything shapeless. Instead, I get to choose, piece by piece, how I want to present myself each day. So, the next time you're standing in front of your closet, wondering what to wear, try layering. Start with something simple, add a favorite blouse, then top it off with a cardigan or jacket that makes you feel like the very best version of yourself. Mix in a necklace or scarf, and notice how your confidence grows with each layer. You'll find, as I did, that mastering the art of layering is less about fashion rules and more about embracing the person you are today. Soft, strong, and ready for anything. In the end, layering is more than just a style tip. It's a gentle, daily reminder that beauty and comfort can coexist, that confidence is built one choice at a time, and that at any age, you deserve to feel put together, protected, and radiant. 4. Using color and patterns to soften the waist. I used to think color and patterns were meant for other people. Maybe younger women, maybe those blessed with slim, straight figures. For years, my closet was a gentle sea of blacks, navies, and grays. I'd been told, by style columns and sometimes well-meaning friends, that darker colors were slimming, and anything with a bold print should be avoided if you wanted to look put together, especially after a certain age. But as I grew older, I began to notice how those monochrome outfits often left me feeling invisible, almost faded into the background, as if I was trying to apologize for taking up space. It wasn't until I attended a family wedding, a spring celebration, with blooming flowers and bright dresses everywhere, that something inside me shifted. My granddaughter, all 9 years old and never afraid of standing out, wore a dress that exploded with cheerful sunflowers. She danced, she twirled, and every person in the room smiled as she passed. That night, as I hung my safe navy dress back in the closet, I wondered why I was so afraid of a little color. After all, hadn't my life always been a mosaic of bright, beautiful, sometimes unexpected moments? If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. The truth is, color and patterns aren't just for youth or for those lucky enough to have a waistline untouched by time. They're powerful tools. Quiet, yes, but transformational. Used with care and a touch of creativity, they can soften the waist, elongate your silhouette, and add a sense of vitality that dark, plain outfit simply can't offer. I wish someone had told me sooner that a thoughtfully chosen pattern could be as flattering as any diet, and a well-placed color could do more for my confidence than all the shapewear in the world. Let's start with one of my favorite tricks: vertical patterns. Whether it's soft pinstripes on a blouse, a cardigan with a cascading vertical motif, or a long scarf adorned with gentle lines, anything that draws the eye up and down helps lengthen the frame. When you wear vertical prints, you create a visual illusion that takes attention away from the width of your waist and instead celebrates your height and posture. It's like an instant lift. No surgery, no effort, just the gentle flow of fabric and color working quietly on your behalf. But the magic doesn't stop with stripes. Color blocking is another gentle ally. Imagine a dress with darker panels along the sides and lighter tones in the center, or a tunic that gradually shifts from one hue to another. These clever uses of color guide the eye to where you want it most, perhaps highlighting your beautiful face, your shoulders, or the graceful lines of your arms, while giving the midsection a subtle, softened appearance. It's a bit like painting with light, choosing where you want the world to look. Solid colors, too, deserve their place in your wardrobe, but the trick is to use them intentionally. Wearing a single shade from top to bottom, a soft dove gray, a forest green, or a cheerful coral, creates a seamless line that makes you appear taller and sleeker. When paired with the right accessories, like a long pendant necklace or a lightweight scarf in a complementary color, the effect is quietly elegant. I've come to love this approach on days when I want to feel especially polished without fuss. Of course, patterns have their special place, and here's where you can have fun. The secret is in the scale and the placement. Medium-sized prints, think watercolor florals, gentle abstracts, or painterly dots, work wonders. They offer interest and movement, without overwhelming your frame or drawing too much attention to one spot. I learned to avoid patterns that cluster at the waist or concentrate in one area. Instead, I look for dresses and blouses where the print is scattered or flows along the body, creating a sense of motion rather than a fixed target. Don't be afraid to experiment. Try a softly patterned blouse with solid trousers or a skirt with a gentle floral and a simple top. The balance between pattern and plain keeps the attention where you want it and lets your favorite pieces shine without competition. And if you're feeling adventurous, try mixing subtle prints, a stripe with a delicate dot, or a floral with a textured weave. The key is to stay within a similar color family, so everything feels harmonious, not chaotic. Accessories can work wonders in this arena, too. A scarf with vertical stripes or an ombre effect, a pair of earrings that echo the colors of your blouse, or even a statement necklace that brings the gaze upward. All these touches help shift focus away from the waist and celebrate your features, your energy, your presence. I've come to see accessories not just as afterthoughts, but as guiding lights, gentle invitations to notice the parts of myself I love most. Layering color and pattern also offers unexpected emotional benefits. I remember the first time I wore a bold, watercolor-inspired tunic to the grocery store. I half expected sideways glances or polite, strained smiles. Instead, a woman I'd never met stopped me in the produce aisle. "That's a beautiful color on you," she said. I felt my cheeks warm, not with embarrassment, but with a kind of happiness I hadn't expected from something as simple as fabric and dye. For the rest of the day, I noticed my posture straightened, my steps felt lighter, and even my reflection seemed kinder. Isn't it funny how a small risk, choosing color over camouflage, can ripple through your whole day? Sometimes, we're told to fade gracefully, to make ourselves smaller, quieter, as we age. But I've learned, slowly and stubbornly, that there's a kind of grace in being visible, in letting yourself be seen in colors and patterns that bring you joy. Dressing with intention, using color and pattern to soften the waist, isn't about hiding, it's about highlighting. It's about saying, "Here I am, in all my vibrant, beautiful complexity." So, if your closet is full of safe, dark, forgettable pieces, I invite you to try something new. Start with a patterned scarf, a blouse in your favorite shade, or a dress with a gentle vertical print. Stand in front of the mirror and notice how you feel. not just how you look. The world is full of color, and you deserve to be, too. Remember, your clothes are not just coverings. They're declarations, celebrations, and stories you wear each day. And if using color and pattern can help you feel more at ease in your body, soften the places you worry about, and draw out the spark that makes you unique, then why not embrace them? You've earned the right to be seen, to feel radiant, to wrap yourself in every shade and shape that speaks to you. After all, life's too short for dullness, and so are you. 5. The magic of high-waisted pants with soft tops. For years, I approached pants shopping with a mixture of dread and resignation. Low-rise, mid-rise, none of it seemed to fit quite right anymore. I'd try on pair after pair, only to find that some cut painfully into my midsection, while others hung awkwardly low, creating uncomfortable bulges or unflattering lines. It wasn't just about aesthetics. It was about comfort, confidence, and feeling like myself again. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many women over 60 face the same challenge. Finding pants that fit comfortably, flatter the body, and make you want to stand a little taller. That's when I discovered the magic of high-waisted pants paired with soft, flowing tops. It was a revelation, a style combo that changed not just how I looked, but how I felt. Suddenly, those frustrating shopping trips became moments of excitement, anticipation, and joy. What makes high-waisted pants so powerful is their natural ability to sit above the midsection, comfortably holding you in without squeezing. Unlike low-rise styles that cut across the widest part of the stomach and can create uncomfortable pressure or unflattering lines, high-waisted trousers and jeans lift and smooth. They give your waist the gentle support it deserves and create an elegant silhouette that balances your proportions. Many women find that this style visually lengthens the legs, giving an impression of height and grace that feels especially wonderful as the years go by. Pairing high-waisted pants with soft tops completes the picture. Imagine a blouse or knit top made from silky rayon, a light silk blend, or fine knit fabric that drapes gently over your body. These fabrics fall naturally, moving with you instead of against you. Unlike boxy, stiff shirts that can add bulk or create harsh lines, soft tops paired with high-waisted pants offer an effortless elegance. They skim over the waist, gliding over curves and creating a smooth, feminine shape. One of my favorite styling tricks is the half tuck, a simple but effective way to define the waist without feeling restricted. By tucking just the front of your blouse into the waistband and letting the sides and back freely, you create a subtle waist definition while maintaining comfort and ease. It's a gentle nod to structure without the pressure of squeezing in, and it works beautifully with soft, flowing fabrics. Wide-leg trousers in a high waist cut can be dressy and flattering, perfect for special occasions or outings when you want to feel polished but comfortable. On the other hand, soft stretch high-waisted jeans offer a casual, approachable look that still lifts and supports. Pull-on pants with an elastic waistband are another wonderful option, especially when crafted from quality fabric and designed with clean lines. They combine comfort and style in a way that feels modern and thoughtful. The magic of this combination is how it allows you to feel yourself again. You don't have to fight with your clothes or worry about uncomfortable squeezing. Instead, you get to enjoy a silhouette that respects your natural proportions and moves with your body. It's about embracing the present, not trying to recapture the past. Accessories can enhance this look beautifully. A long pendant necklace or a lightweight scarf adds vertical interest, drawing the eye upward and balancing the outfit. Shoes matter, too. A pair of loafers, ankle boots, or even a low heel can complete the look, offering polish and a little lift. Whether you're heading to coffee with friends, running errands, or attending a casual dinner, this pairing has you covered. Beyond the aesthetic benefits, there's a profound emotional effect. Wearing high-waisted pants with soft tops gave me a renewed sense of confidence. I felt taller, more balanced, and surprisingly feminine, without effort or discomfort. I stood a little straighter and walked a little lighter. It reminded me that style is not about following rigid rules or trends, It's about honoring your body and your journey. If you haven't tried high-waisted pants yet, I encourage you to explore this style with an open heart. Start with classic colors like navy, black, or soft gray to create a versatile base for your wardrobe. Look for fabrics with a little stretch for ease and fit, and don't be afraid to experiment with different leg cuts, whether wide, straight, or tapered, to find what makes you feel best. Pair these pants with tops that feel soft and comfortable against your skin, whether it's a button-down blouse, a peasant-style shirt with flutter sleeves, or a cozy knit pullover. Remember, the goal isn't to squeeze into a shape that feels foreign. It's to find clothing that flows with you, enhancing your natural elegance. In the end, the magic of high-waisted pants with soft tops is more than just a fashion hack. It's an invitation to embrace yourself fully, to celebrate the curves and lines that tell your story. It's a gentle reminder that you deserve to feel confident, comfortable, and beautiful, no matter your age. So next time you shop, give high-waisted pants a try. Pair them with a soft, flowing top, add a favorite necklace or scarf, and step out into the world feeling like the remarkable woman you are. Because style after 60 isn't about hiding your waist. It's about letting your confidence shine through, from the inside out. 6. Choosing the right fabrics for comfort and elegance. When I first started paying attention to the fabrics I wore, it felt like discovering a secret language. One that spoke softly but clearly about comfort, elegance, and respect for my own body. For so many years, I chased styles, colors, and trends, rarely stopping to consider what my clothes felt like against my skin or how they moved with me. But as I settled into my 60s, then my 70s, I began to realize that fabric choice wasn't just about fashion. It was about how I honored myself every day. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. You see, after 60, comfort isn't a luxury, it's a priority. But comfort doesn't mean settling for shapeless or dull. The right fabric can elevate your look, make you feel polished, and even help you appear slimmer, all without you having to hold in a single thing. It's a beautiful balance between feeling good and looking great, and once you understand it, you'll never go back to ignoring fabric again. One of the first lessons I learned was to avoid anything that clings too tightly. Thin jersey, stretch spandex, or fabrics that stick to the skin may seem convenient, but they tend to highlight every curve, crease, and line, especially around the waist. When you're dressing after 60, that's usually the last thing you want. Instead, look for materials that flow, that skim over your body with ease and grace. Fabrics like modal, bamboo blends, rayon challis, and soft cotton knits are heavenly in this regard. They move with you, breathe with you, and create an effortlessly elegant line that feels like a gentle hug, not a vice. I remember the first time I tried on a dress made from a ponte knit fabric. It had a slight weight to it, enough to hold its shape without feeling stiff or heavy. The way it draped over my curves was so flattering. It offered coverage without bulk. I felt like I could move freely, sit comfortably, and still look put together. That day, I understood why fabric mattered as much as cut or color. It could quietly transform your experience of wearing clothes. Avoiding shiny or overly stiff materials is another important tip. Silk satin or glossy polyester might catch the light, but they also tend to highlight areas you'd rather soften. Similarly, stiff cotton or taffeta can add unnecessary volume, creating shapes that feel boxy rather than balanced. Instead, opt for fabrics with a bit of texture or subtle ribbing, like crepe or chiffon overlays, which add dimension without clinging. Layered fabrics, like a chiffon blouse over cotton or gauzy linen over a tank, give an airy, ethereal effect that's both flattering and fresh. Seasonality also plays a role in fabric choice. In warmer months, I reach for light cotton, linen, or silk blends that keep me cool and comfortable. These natural fibers allow my skin to breathe, which is crucial when temperatures rise. On cooler days, soft knits, brushed wool, or ponte fabric become my best friends. They hold their shape without adding heaviness, offering warmth and elegance in equal measure. One helpful habit I've developed when shopping is the hand test. I take a piece of fabric and hold it loosely in my hand, watching how it falls. Does it drop with a soft curve and gentle weight? That's a good sign. Does it stand stiff or crumple easily? It might not work in your favor. This simple test has saved me from many a regrettable purchase. Texture matters, too. A subtle ribbed knit or a crepe fabric with a slight structure adds interest and hides imperfections without clinging. I find myself drawn to pieces with just enough texture to catch the light and the eye, but not so much that they overwhelm the silhouette. It's like adding a whisper of personality to your outfit, letting it say something quietly confident about who you are. Perhaps the most emotional discovery I've had about fabric is how it affects the way I carry myself. Clothes made from the right materials don't just cover the body, they lift the spirit. When I slip into something soft and flowing, I stand taller, breathe easier, and move with more grace. There's freedom in not having to fuss with my clothes. No tugging or smoothing or worrying about how I look from every angle. Instead, I can focus on the day ahead, on the people I'm meeting, and on the joy of simply being. Choosing the right fabric is a daily act of kindness toward yourself. It's telling your body, I see you, I honor you, and I want you to feel good. It's a way to embrace the present without clinging to the past or hiding from the future. And it's a reminder that elegance is not just about appearances, it's about how you feel inside your skin. So, as you build or refresh your wardrobe, pay attention to fabrics. Reach for pieces that invite you to move freely and feel comfortable. Choose materials that drape softly and create gentle lines. Avoid those that cling, shine, or add unnecessary bulk. And when you find that perfect blend of comfort and style, savor it. Let it become part of your daily ritual, a quiet celebration of the woman you are, graceful, strong, and beautiful yourself. Remember, the right fabric doesn't just dress your body, it lifts your spirit, too. And at any age, that is a kind of elegance worth embracing. As we come to the end of this journey through style and self-love, I want you to take a moment and breathe it all in. Dressing after 60 isn't about hiding parts of ourselves or trying to fit into a mold that no longer suits who we are. It's about embracing every curve, every line, every story our bodies tell. It's about honoring the wisdom and grace that come with age, and wearing clothes that reflect that beauty. You've learned that the magic isn't in chasing youth, but in celebrating your present self. Whether it's the gentle sweep of an A-line dress, the flattering flare of a peplum top, the layering that feels like a warm hug, the colors and patterns that lift your spirit, the support of high-waisted pants, or the comfort of the right fabrics, each piece is a tool to help you walk through the world with confidence and joy. Remember, your style is your voice. It tells the story of resilience, of laughter, of love, and of living fully. You deserve to feel radiant, comfortable, and unapologetically you every single day. So, don't wait for the perfect moment or the ideal body shape. The time is now. The woman you are today is worthy of all the elegance and comfort this world has to offer. Thank you for sharing this time with me. If these tips speak to your heart, please share this video with a friend who might need a little reminder that style and confidence have no age limit. And don't forget to subscribe. There's so much more beauty and wisdom ahead, just waiting for you. Keep dressing for joy, for love, and for you.